In this demo, I'll show you how I made this to-go box. Thanks for watching SquareType, the channel showcasing easy-to-follow pop-up card tutorials and demo videos. This is a demo video, so the tutorials to the mechanisms used here is in the link up above and down below in the description field. I'm going to be making the to-go box, so I'm going to start off by making a pyramid, an acute angle pyramid. And then I'm basically going to attach that pyramid using the box, the open box technique, so that I have gluing tabs glued to the card. And I'm going to attach the pyramid upside down so that the smaller part of the pyramid is going to be down on the card, and then the wider opening of the pyramid is the opening of the box. So here I've got two sides of my pyramid, and then I'm just going to fold that over to make all four sides of my pyramid, and then I'm going to fold down the apex like this, straight down the middle, so that there are two equal sides, equivalent edges there, like that. And I'm going to cut that off and fold it over again so it's equal again on the sides, because I need about 3/4 of an inch to an inch to make as my gluing tab, like that. And now that I know where my gluing tab will be, I'm going to just fit it into my card to make sure the final structure will fit in my card. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the gluing tabs, and then I'm going to position it to see how big the structure needs to be to fit inside the card. So I'm going to close the card and mark out the edges. So it just needs to be underneath where those marks are. So now I need to make the body of the to-go box, just folding it over again the same way, and I want it to be about that tall, and then the rest of it I'm just going to cut off in an angle like a triangle from the top down to that fold mark, and then I'm squaring off the top so it's parallel to the fold like that. And then I'm just creasing those folds again just to make sure they're nicely creased. And now it looks like a to-go box. That went pretty fast, right? So if you notice, I'm also timing this with a stopwatch here on my phone. I'm just cutting off a little bit of the gluing tab off of there. This is the gluing tab from when I made the pyramid. On the inside like that. Just trimmed it off. So the gluing tab to the card is at the bottom there. They're still fine. I didn't cut those off. And now I'm just embellishing the box to make it look more like a to-go box. I decided to timestamp this video because I was asked by a viewer to do that. I figured maybe the fact that I was editing the videos, you couldn't really get a handle on how long it took me to actually make something. So I actually sped up this video to keep from making you bored watching this, because when you watch it in real time it gets pretty slow. So I went ahead and sped it up, but at least you can see the timer going, and I'm 8 minutes in. Okay, what I'm doing right here is I'm just trimming two opposite sides of those flaps on the top to just make it look like there's a clasp on the top of the box. I'm not really closing it, I'm just letting you see that they're kind of pretend clasps. But you're not supposed to close this up on top because this has to fold down inside of the card. So the last embellishment I'm going to do is I'm going to put chopsticks inside of the box, and I'm just going to try to make them around the same size chopstick. Glue them together and then put glue on one side of the pear and press that into the box. And I just want to make sure that it's not deeper than the box is deep, and I'm going to leave it tall so that I could just snip off the rest when I have it in the card, but I'm still not sure if it's going to be, I want the chopsticks to be nice and tall as they can be. So it depends on how it's going to sit inside of the card. So let me just test this out. I want to just see what it looks like in the card, and I'm just kind of positioning the glue tabs at the bottom to straddle the fold line of the card, and to see what it'll look like when it's standing and also when it's laying down. Okay, so now I'm going to glue the box into the card, but if you notice the chopsticks are too long, and if I were to cut them right where the card ends, they would be too short. It would look ridiculously short inside of the box. So I'm just going to rip them out. Thankfully I used a glue stick, and glue sticks tend to be a little more forgiving. At least the one that I use is forgiving, so it didn't rip the paper, which was good. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the part that had the glue on the chopsticks, so I have a nice crisp bottom again. And then I'm going to glue them together again in a V, and then put glue on one side and then put it inside of the box on a part of the card that has more room inside, and then snip off the part that's peeking out the edge, and I'm done. So that didn't take long at all. It was only 14 minutes according to the stopwatch, and you know, you have a pretty interesting card. I hope you try this. Thanks, bye. That was kind of interesting, right? Like or dislike my video, leave a comment down below, share this video with your friends if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel, or just check out my other videos on Square Type.